Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're missing Emil this time and Christo. They're in Sydney and it's just about, I don't know what time there, but it's in the middle of the night, so they're not participating today. And we're going to try to do that without them. So we, as you have seen, we have moved to beta meet Jitsi in order to test the simulcast implementation that George pushed. I received Varun, you sent a message, a question. Is this monitored by call stats? I don't think so. I don't think so. Just our beta environment isn't yet monitored by call stats. So if you guys in Austin are ready, we can start with the update. Are you ready?
Before the update, the only reason I asked for call stats IO, I was wondering how badly the stats would be broken. Just curious about that. But that was the only reason to ask. But
okay. Why would they be badly broken?
Because of there are SSRCs that may or may not be.
Okay. Well, we are going to check that. We should check that later then.
So, nice to meet you. We are going to come to the conference to another room.
I think George is forwarding people to the new URL.
Coming in the chat. Can you see? Okay, perfect. I'll see you there.
When we went to the old URL, it said give an Nginx error, so that's why we checked emails. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gone there. As in, we wouldn't have arrived here. It was only because the call on meet.jitsi was throwing a 400 or 404.
Oh, that's bad. Guys?
Yeah.
You hear? You just your image froze for a minute. Okay, should we start with the update?
Just a little note first, the live streaming to YouTube is not working. So we're gonna have a recording later, but the live stream is not working.
Okay. Thanks, Boris. You want to start with an update yourself?
I don't have much to say, actually. We've been working on refactoring the last time implementation a little bit. There's no serious changes. It's not ready yet, so yeah.
Boris, did you say the last N implementation?
Yeah, just the implementation though.
Okay.
The Jibri just got out of the conference. Yeah, the Jibri is not happy. All right.
Okay. I don't see you anymore in Austin, but no problem.
Actually,
Okay.
can somebody confirm, other than Yana, that she has confirmed that she cannot see us?
I can't see
Yeah, I can't either. I see black.
Okay. So, yeah, probably
I
there
can't see anybody.
I suppose.
Continue then. I can give a quick update on behalf of Christo and Ivan, who's working on the integration of the API. We are making a lot of progress on the integration of the API in Jitsi Meet. We're not there yet, but we are making progress with that one. We're stumbling upon issues, as is expected, but we advance and maybe we can commit to some release date of this one, of this project. The progress is happening in the branch Jitsi Meet New. If anyone wants to help or have a look, it's there. So next, I think George can give us some update on the simulcast.
So we have. Well, I was hoping to have this to describe this on beta, so that you would see that it's actually working, but it hasn't been stress tested. So I believe something, maybe a deadlock or something like that happening on beta. So on the simulcast specific code. So that's why the thing failed. But other than that, so that's one of the things that we're trying to test it, to stress test it, have many participants, many calls. We're working on automated testing to guarantee that if you're able to stream high quality stream, you will stream high quality stream. So we're working on that as well. The implementation is supposed to be ready, like it's already activated on beta, but this is the first time actually that we do a test with 11 participants, so something went wrong.
There was
16 participants?
Yeah.
Okay, well, usually we don't. Yeah, it was the first time that we do a test with 16 participants, so I'm sorry for that. But so the simulcast code in libjitsi and Jitsi Video Bridge are in master, so I'm going to update the documentation, work on tests, and solidifying the implementation, and that's our plan for next. And of course, understanding and fixing the bug that we had right back 10 minutes ago.
Okay, cool. I know that Pavel wanted to do a quick update. Just, is he there?
Yes, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So recently I've been working on fixing this audio issue we had on the last community call. So it is related to our lip sync fix. It is kind of Jitsi Meet specific, but so it was caused by the fact if you have you start with your video muted and you are merging this stream, both audio and video, into one stream, and Chrome does not play audio until it sees any video frame. So we're working on fixing that now.
Okay, thanks. Anyone else? Lubo, I know that you've just moved to some call stats issues. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so what we are doing today and maybe the next day, we're gonna modify the call stats.io statistics submitted by the video bridge to not be submitted every second, but every 30 seconds, or of course that's gonna be configurable to any other interval. So, and then we'll be able to have like pub sub statistics every second, but call stats.io every 30 seconds, and rest statistics could be another interval. So that's what we're doing now. Otherwise, I just wanted to share what we're doing with Brian and High Five, that we started, like, they're mostly doing the work there, but we're working on asynchronous long polling through the REST interface, so that we can have like events coming from the bridge for whoever's not using the XMPP interface, but is using the REST interface. It's still a work in progress, and on our side, we're mostly reviewing and integrating what High Five are contributing to the community.
Okay, thanks. Anyone else on our team?
On Friday, I'm taking the role of Faram now. On Friday, we updated Jitsi with the latest versions. We tried it. Aaron did it migrating from one shard to another without any disruption of the current goals and training stuff. So I think it went well. And about maybe the Comcast guys will be interested. WebSockets are now enabled there. So I know that the iOS client is using that, so they can test them on Jitsi.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep, so we do have, in fact, I can try to connect now. I'm on, let me try to do it right now.
All right. If there are some problems, you can contact us. We haven't tested them thoroughly, so yeah.
Does the JavaScript WebSocket SDK or whatever you have, the library interact with the one that callstats.js is using for, or are they using the same? Just curious if you saw any problems related to using a WebSocket library and the callstats.js library.
Currently, the Jitsi is still using Bosch. We just enabled the WebSockets on the configuration so it can be connected from Bosch and WebSockets.
All right.
Whoa, 21 people. We need YouTube streaming.
Yeah, I guess. Didn't seem to connect. Vinayak, are you on?
Yeah, Chris, I'm on. Let me try.
Anyway, we do have it working now. We are probably have a little bit more cleanup for the code, but we've created a repository, and we'll announce that on the list for the code. So hopefully the next few days.
Sorry, I missed it from Damien saying what feature was this?
Oh, this was our iOS library.
Oh, cool.
iOS app. Yeah.
Is this based on? Is this using Google Stack or is this based on something else?
It's using Google Stack.
Okay, very cool.
Yep. Yeah, and we're trying to make it nice so that you can use CocoaPods and stuff like that to integrate it. So hopefully we'll have that at some point. But it was working an hour or two ago. I don't know, with some of the mix-ups.
Thanks, Chris. This is Varun. Happy to see the iOS become open source. Would that be this week or sometime before Christmas? Or?
Yeah, to be honest, we're sort of like making sure we're getting rid of all of we have a bunch of proprietary code mixed in for our old non-XMPP stuff. So we're trying to sort of get that out and clean up the build process a little more. So I will send a pointer to whatever exists this week, but certainly plan to have something by the end of the week. I know I've been delaying, but you know how things go, I guess.
Thanks, Chris. It's awesome anyway. Nonetheless, it's coming soon. So
yep,
we're happy to see it.
Yep.
Anyone else want to give an update, or are we moving to open mic? I'm not very familiar with the format Emi was doing, but I remember he was doing open mic. If anyone wants to do an update on their work, you can go ahead now.
Is this for not Atlassian people as well, or is it?
Not Atlassian, because I think on our side everyone that had something to say already spoke. So anyone else, you can go ahead, Varun, if you have something to say.
Yeah, since I heard an update from you guys working on call stats, so thanks a lot for doing that. And Karthik is back from his vacation, so he's taking over the Java responsibility. I think there were 3 open tickets at our end about the build process. We will fix those things within this week. So there was the call stats JS URL and
log path.
Yeah, the log path for blocking deployment. So we will fix those, and that would be available, in the next few days. If you have any issues integrating the new stats, please get in touch with us. We will fix everything related to the new things that you're integrating ASAP. And we're curious how the feedback is going to be, because I think there are still pieces of the code that have not yet been integrated. So
Cool, thanks. Brian, maybe, so Lou spoke a little bit that you're, and I've seen on the list that you're doing something on the REST API. Maybe you can talk more about that. I don't know if you wish.
Yeah, so what's there now in that pull request, I think, like I tried to say in the comment, was more kind of a straw man. I wanted to get something working because we had some call flows. Particularly the thing we found most painful with the REST API not having push notifications is we don't have a great way for signaling to know when an endpoint has been expired due to lack of activity. So if they drop out, we don't get the signaling message. The bridge knows it's timed out from media, but signaling doesn't. So we needed something for that. I'm not a Java programmer, so it's extremely ugly right now, but with Lubo's guidance, I hope to kind of slowly get it sculpted back into shape, and then hopefully we can get it upstream. So that way anyone else who's using the REST API will have a bit more of a good start for pushing notifications to their signaling entity from the bridge.
Okay, sounds good. Anyone else, or we can move to open mic actually?
I actually did want to ask, and this is, I think Luba has been responding to this bug, but if the team had any more thoughts about locking down the version numbers in the POM XML file a bit more, because we found that in development, it can be kind of a pain in the butt when you kind of restart the bridge and it re-downloads stuff every time, and build may break due to other repositories changing, breaking the bridge, etc.
Sure, we finally had a conversation and like we gathered opinions, and we're gonna schedule this thing later today, and we'll see when it comes. But it's definitely something that most people feel that is a pain, so we're gonna fix that.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, I know we have something similar in our thing where we lock in the depths files we use for G-Client, and I know it's might be a little slower than what the team is used to using now, but it's not that bad in practice, at least from what we found. So hopefully it's okay. So thanks for having discussions on that.
Anyone else? Questions? Comments?
So what I know that we're gonna look into in the very near future is a round of optimizations to Video Bridge, which seems to have, its performance seems to have degraded over time. So, and Emil asked us, like, go and look into that soon. So we'll try to get back into shape these days, in case anyone here has been bothered by it.
Yeah, now that we have the feedback on me and Jitsi, we have received some very positive feedback actually, but in between the negative feedback, we have received some comments that the video bridge performance has degraded in the last couple of months. So maybe that's what Lubo and Emil were concerned about.
One more thing I actually forgot to mention on the REST API. I've been working on some kind of self-contained video bridge REST API unit tests. I'm not sure if the team will be interested in taking those upstream. Right now, I'm doing it in Python, and I also did a little Docker file for Docker container, so it spins up an iteration of the bridge and then runs some basic tests against the REST APIs. So I'm not sure if that's something the upstream would be interested in, but once it gets to a better spot, I could throw it up and see if you guys could see if it'd be good upstream.
I would gladly welcome your unit tests.
Okay, cool.
I also think it's a great idea, and let's so Emil is not here, so we know that he's very against unit tests, but so he's not here. We can say that we'll be very happy with the unit tests.
Okay, cool.
Well, the REST API is something that could definitely be unit tested, and and since we're not doing the work, it's definitely something very, very useful that we could have someone else do for us. So thank you very much, friend.
Sure.
No one else? Well, you're probably missing Emil very much, because when he's here, there are a lot of questions going on after the update, and right now nobody's speaking. Well, if there's nothing else, we can end the call and meet in 2 weeks and see you all on the mailing list.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.